So that was one of the very first things that President Trump implemented under executive order, said you will abide by Title IX. There won't be boys and girls sports. You may recall, in his initial speech was there are two genders. There are boys and there are girls, and there isn't anything else. In Washington State, the Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction, under the direction of State Superintendent Chris Rakedal, has directed school districts across the state not to comply with the president's directives, saying that under state law, the claim is there are not just two sexes, that it's biological fact, according to Superintendent Rakedal, that, in Washington State, these students can identify the gender of their choosing and can participate in sports, use a girl's bathroom if they identify as a female. And so there have been several school districts in Washington State, more likely on the central and eastern half of the state, where there are more conservative districts, that have said, wait a minute, there's a contradiction now between federal law and state law, and we're in jeopardy potentially of losing federal funding, hundreds of millions of dollars on the line, and state funding for these districts, saying, okay, so what do we do? There's now a contradiction. So that was the genesis of the complaint filed by the Washington Parents Network and signed onto by many of the school board directors in these more conservative districts that say, hey, wait a minute, we've got a real issue here with the contradiction between state and federal guidance.